Welcome back to some more Persona 5 Royal. Long story short, trying to get past this as quick as possible, but because of my blunder, because I never learn, right? So because I never learn, I have lost an entire week's progress. That's right, I've lost an entire week's progress of this game in terms of the recording. So I have gone through all the way till the 18th. It is the 11th where the first recording started. Just a hello heads up, I do know what is going to happen within the next 7 days. So, you know, if I don't sound surprised or anything about that or anything like that, that's why. I apologize for this blunder, but you know what? Here's the thing that you should learn about me, is that I never learn about my technical blunders. I never learn, and then I suffer the consequences, and inadvertently you as well, I suppose. But here we are, better than me skipping through the entire 7 days, but it's okay, you know? Hopefully some things will be streamlined since I know where or what I should be doing. And yeah, but I do have a few other commentary that I want to talk about the story as it progresses again. But until then, we're gonna go to bed. You know, here's Yusuke. You didn't worry about breakfast for me tomorrow. I'll be fine with some grilled fish and miso soup. Where does Yusuke think that we're gonna have fish or miso in this place? You know, it's just curry and coffee. Well, time to sleep. You know, there's like other prison cells there, but
the prisoner has returned.
There's no bed or anything else. Like, those prisons are just empty. Oh,
You're in the presence of
I was
our
pressing
master.
A, but it wasn't.
Stand up straight.
The bonds that you have reeled in are quite intriguing. In other words, they all have been unfairly labeled by society and are standing up against such fates.
Wow, we all share the same theme, huh?
Have you noticed? They seem to have influenced you. These picaresque dissidents of society, deepen your bonds with them. Those will become the strength behind your rehabilitation. I look forward to it. I shall grant you an ability befitting of your newfound growth. Consider it a gift. May you continue devoting yourself to further rehabilitation.
Alright, my bond with Igor is growing deeper, which is rank 5. Yeah. So we can now have 10 slots for personas, which is great, you know, for the amount of confidants who the confidant list is growing, you know, so I need a bigger persona list too. Do I have a justice? I think I do, right? A justice persona. Was that the sound of my alarm clock? I heard a bell. We have police for a reason. University.
You're Sai-san's younger sister, correct?
So is this high school, but like a school fest or something, but like for university, you know, where university advertises stuff? I was a little confused when I first saw this because I didn't see that university sign, so I was like, where are they on a Sunday?
May I talk to you for a moment?
Is it about the Phantom Thieves, Akechi-kun?
You're quite perceptive. I was wondering if there were any points in common between Kamoshida's and Madarame's cases. There have been victims, after all. The Phantom Thieves need to be pursued.
You criticize the Phantom Thieves, yet you don't doubt their actual existence.
Mm-hmm. You know, I realized both of their uniforms kind of have like, not a similar pattern, but like they're both sort of striped, you know? Hers is like a plaid, you know, the school that we go to, and then his is black and white stripes.
Oh, you saw that show on TV. Common sense can get in the way at times when pursuing the truth. Many details become logical if I think on the premise that they do exist.
Mm-hmm.
Is this because my sister told you to do so?
Is this because my sister told you to do so to pursue? What was it? Two things. Either to pursue the Phantom Thieves or to talk to Makoto?
It was just a coincidence.
Just a coincidence. Huh, hold on. How do I go to my logs? Here it is. Is this... You saw that show on TV. Just a coincidence.
Why do I get the feeling that you're enjoying this?
You may be right.
Huh?
Phantom thieves that use calling cards and succeed in their crime. As the so-called charismatic detective, it'd be hard for me not to see them as my rivals.
You have such high self-esteem. So the Phantom Thieves are evil and you are just?
Definitely.
Compared to people who manipulate others' hearts as they see fit, I believe I'm on the side of justice.
Yeah, but like, the side of justice that you're on right now didn't really catch the people who everybody had a positive reception on, you know, instead of the obvious bad guys.
Besides, I'm only using my natural-born talents for the sake of serving the world. Don't you think the same about yourself, too? Oh, that's surprising. So, you're just the good girl type of pushover.
Yo, when I first saw this, right, I kind of... Which, fun fact, this is my third time seeing this cutscene, because, the recording that failed previously also failed during this scene, so like I had to watch that scene in the last week. Anyways, this is my third time watching this, but the first time I saw it, this kind of rubbed me the wrong way, you know, and I was just like, oh, why would I catch, like, I didn't like the way Akechi said this, but also it was like rather blunt in the way that he says it. But then, you know, I'm kind of also thinking about this, like, oh, he's saying I'm only using my natural-born talents for the sake of serving the world. Don't you think the same about yourself, too? And Makoto hesitates for, like, a moment, and then Akechi's just like, oh, so you're a fucking pushover, But it kind of makes me wonder if, like, Akechi, you know, knows that Makoto is the little sister of Sei, and, you know, the last time we saw him with Sei was all the way in the beginning, I believe, you know, when Sei's just out here like, I'm an independent woman, I'm out here doing my job, and then she just has this, the CO director, the SIU director, asking her out to dinner or to a drink or something, and then after she left, it's fucking Akechi who comes over to her and asks her for, to have some sushi with him. Like, I feel like that was the only time we saw Akechi and Sei together. But you know, he seems to perhaps hold Sei maybe on a higher regard, and also they both work with each other perhaps, since he moonlights as a detective as a high schooler. God, dude, high schoolers moonlighting as detectives. I guess they can do that on the internet, you know, because sometimes cops will, okay, I'm getting off topic. Okay. Anyways, why was I, for Akechi, right? Since he knows Sei, and he perhaps gets along with Sei, and perhaps he thinks that Sei is the same thing in terms of having natural-born talents, right? Using that for the sake of serving the world. And so he may have the assumption that Makoto might be the same too, because she's related to Sei, and perhaps Sei also holds Makoto on a higher regard as well, you know. She's hoping that her sister will get into a good college and all that, and, you know, continue on her good path and whatever. So yeah, so like just seeing Makoto hesitate for just a second, Akechi's just like, you're a fucking pushover, huh? But hey, you know, maybe this is also something that Makoto needs to hear. Being told that she's a good girl type of pushover.
Oh, looks like it's starting soon.
But also, like, after he fucking said that, he just looks at his phone, he's just like, oh, gotta go.
See you later. Give Sai-san my regards.
Yo, after he just fucking backhanded her, he's like, yo, give your sister my regard.
Why does everyone found my case.
And then here's Makoto, who she cannot catch a break. The poor gal. But hey, you know what? Well, hold on.
It's such a delight to enjoy coffee of this quality.
I had to let Yusuke enjoy his coffee. But, you know what, for Makoto? Maybe everybody gets on your case because you're not pushing back. Who knows? Who knows?
You could stay until you find a place, you know. I can't promise it'd be comfortable here, though.
I was genuinely disappointed that Yusuke decided that he's not going to stay here. The little fucker. I offered you my home. I opened up my heart to you. You just gonna leave?
Thank you, but I'll return to the dorms. I realized something after talking with everyone last night. Perhaps it's due to my upbringing, but I don't know anything of the world, let alone other people. If I'm to depict people in my art, I need to learn more about them. I must interact with them more. I'll return to the dorms and start over by talking with the people closest to me.
But, you know, good on Yusuke for deciding that instead of running away from his dorm, he's gonna come back and he's gonna... I mean, I'm literally just just saying what he just said.
I see. Good on you for realizing that yourself.
There's no need to exaggerate. May I come again sometime to enjoy your coffee?
My doors are always open.
He's been through a lot, too, from what I've heard. Are you related to him?
Huh? Oh, how would I describe it? We're just acquaintances, not family or anything.
I may be overstepping my bounds, but why did you decide to take him in?
He said, he knew my mom, right?
My reason, huh?
Knew my parents.
That's all.
Oh, what the hell? Double clicked again.
Probably because he reminds me of my old self. You know how it is. Sympathy makes you do stupid things sometimes.
Isn't it empathy? If he's able to see himself in his in Uden's shoes. It's alright. I mean, anyways, it's not really here for this thought.
Your art instructor, former art instructor. He must have felt something for you too, besides just stealing your talents.
Truth be told, I cannot hate him from the depths of my heart either.
In the end, you lived a long time with him. You know, weirdly enough, you count him as family. Nothing more complicated
I should probably get going.
than family.
Hey,
Especially
you sure
a
about this?
dysfunctional one.
The painting, I mean. It'd be a waste to keep here.
Even if I kept it at the dorms, it'd only be met with skepticism. I doubt it would want that. Adding a hint of color to an otherwise ordinary day. I'm sure my mother would have done the same.
I mean, it matches the seat, you know? the bar stool.
I see. I'll hold on to it for you then.
You know what? Now that I look more on this, because he's like, oh, adding another hint of color, and I'm just like, oh, it's because his whole place is more like brown and, you know, beige and shit. You know, very muted colors, other than like this bright blue fridge and the red seats. And also the yellow phone, actually. You know what? I really like that. Consider that how everything else, his entire background is a little bit more brownish. All the brighter colors stand out a lot more. Which also helps with the painting as well.
Thank you for the coffee. I'll come again.
That's all of his luggage. Like, where is all his clothes?
Hey!
You're finally awake! That's right. Where's Yusuke? He wasn't around when I woke up. He must be downstairs.
You up?
You know, it's past noon. That kid ended up going back to his dorms. He left this painting before he took off, though, supposedly to thank us for taking care of him. Yo, dude, that thing is priceless, dude. How nice of him, yeah. It's It's rare to see a kid acting so grateful these days. And this painting is amazing. Not only is the mother stunning, but the expression on her face. Like that Sojiro's just like, yeah, this painting's great, the mom's hot. The regulars will probably freak out when they see it in here. Still, I feel like I've seen it somewhere. It's a bit different from how I remember it though.
Hey,
Well, if you're up for the day, go on and get dressed. I opened shop hours ago, so go take that cat out somewhere. Thank you again for letting me stay the night. Apologies for leaving so quietly, but your rest seemed peaceful. Yeah, I was busy being in jail in my dream. It's great peace. After a great deal of inner struggle, I have decided to return to the dormitories. Furthermore, I've entrusted the Sayuri to your protector, Sojiro. The painting should no longer exist in reality, but it is truly what my mother painted. I am simply satisfied that we were able to obtain it. That painting should no longer— okay, so I hadn't really thought too much about this, like, so the painting, right? What we got from Kamoshida was his medal, right? But that wasn't real. It wasn't the real medal that he had. So, you know, we just used that and we sold it off. But now here with Madarame, we got this painting that shouldn't exist because I presume maybe Madarame destroyed the painting years ago. Perhaps, you know? So like, he painted it over now, you know. His mom's dead, so like, who gives a shit, you know? Yusuke's mom, I mean. So like, who gives a shit if he fucking has the original one or not. But he still remembers it, right? And then it just ends up being manifested in the palace. And then we got it. So like, this is technically the original, but not really the original. I'm not sure. Anyways. I'm simply satisfied that we were able to obtain it. Me too. It was all because of you guys. I cannot thank you enough. P.S. I still believe porridge is the best way to end a hot pot. Porridge is the best way to end a hot pot. You know, I've been thinking about that too. I'm not thinking about it hard, but like, hot pot. Okay, so like the rule to hot pot, not even a rule, but like, a little bit, like, it's kind of like a buffet rule, you know? You'd go for the meat first, and then maybe the vegetables, I think, before you go for anything that's like, that's gonna stuff your stomach. So like rice, noodles, you know, bread, anything starch. And so porridge would do the same thing too, right? It would fill your belly up after the hot pot. I guess it makes sense. Anyways, it just really depends. Never really tried hot porridge at the end of a hot pot before.
Hey.
So Yusuke went home, huh? Oh well, I guess that's best. Yo, I just checked the fan site. There's some kind of thread on there looking for info about burglars using the Phantom Thief's name. Sounds pretty lame to me. Oh, I saw that too. They target restaurants, right? I actually found a really interesting post on there. My brother has suddenly started acting violent towards everyone. I might end up getting killed at this rate. I wonder if it's because he got caught up with all those weird people in Shibuya. You think he means those burglars when he's talking about them weird people? It may be too soon to assume that. That post said he started spending a bunch of money lately too. Isn't that kind of suspicious? Oh, okay, so there's anyways, I wonder how many burglar groups there are even in Shibuya. Damn, things are starting to get serious. Yeah, let's look into it. I thought you'd say that. Although, how exactly will we go about investigating? We'll go to Shibuya in the middle of the night and catch them all red-handed. No way, the police would totally nab us if we were out that late. Plus, it would be bad if the chief knew you were out in the middle of the night. If they target restaurants. Aha! What if we drew them to LeBlanc? What? There's no way. Who would go after a shop like this? Well, you know, we have the Sayuri, even though it's not real, but also real at the same time. Wouldn't that cause a lot of trouble for Boss? LeBlanc targeted. Sounds like a viable plan to me. That's a horrible idea, okay? Cause like, yo, Yusuke, I live here. I'm not gonna invite a criminal to my house, in my home. It's a horrible idea. Yup. I mean, you'd get kicked out of LeBlanc if we failed. Oh, I suppose I left the Sayuri there as well. I'd forgotten. Whoops. How'd you forget something that important? Either way, I don't really want more thieves to be posing as us in the future. I wish there was some way we could make an example of these ones. At the moment, our lack of info means we just have to wait. We can continue searching for more information wherever possible though. Yeah, I'm gonna try looking for stuff too. Good on you. Good on you, Ryuji.
Hey!
I can't believe he just went home without telling us. Although, that tactlessness is very Yusuke. At least he had time to enjoy— oh, fuck this guy. Even though I've seen you already, but seeing you again. It is pitiable that a man lauded by society as a great artist has fallen from grace. This just shows that many fail to truly understand what is art. Do you see past Madarame's lies? I never really cared. I understand if you feel art is beyond you. Shut up! But it's good to take an interest in finer things. That said, there is no depth to Madarame's work. It is cheap and base, like instant coffee. Don't fret if these concepts are difficult to grasp. Art is deep and complex, like this coffee. Yeah, and that's why you have to use fucking coffee twice, huh? But then again, he's making comparison to instant coffee to like actually brewed coffee. But also, how dare you, motherfucker? Sometimes, yeah, there's some good quality instant coffee out there, alright? Shut up! Well, I'll be going home then. Yeah, get out of here. Why are you out here so early in the day, huh? Even though it's the perfect time to be drinking coffee. Up next, we discuss looming dangers approaching our city. Oh, that sounds like great news. Since the year started, scam victims have been on the rise, mainly in the Tokyo metro area. A massive mafia group is rumored to be behind these scam incidents, but—
For real?
a mafia group? Huh, I wonder who they might be. Who, I wonder. Hey, Sojiro.
By the way,
Doesn't that kid go to a different school? Where'd you get to know him? From another friend. Huh. I guess you never know how you're gonna end up meeting people in this crazy world. That's right, Sojiro. But it was actually coincidence.
yeah.
Oh, rainy season. Okay, and he's just going back to his recycled dialogues. Hello there, cat. Hey. Oh my god, look at him. So I realized that he sits on this box right here, that cat. Oh, there he goes. But if you get near him, then he will just, you know. Alright, so it's got some old men out here. Why are you looking so down? My wife's been feeling depressed ever since she saw the interview with Madarame. Ah, she's been his fan for a long time, right? Who'd have guessed they were all forgeries? I guess there's all sorts of things in this world that we're all better off knowing. Living ignorance is bliss. Hello there, old man. You've got your cat back, I see? There he is. Look at him. What a fella. Did you want to listen in? Alright, here's the DJ. How about our listeners? Do you see the interview? Did you see? We literally saw someone break down in tears. It's terrible, but I couldn't help laughing. What a disgrace. Maybe I'm an old man, but I'd still never want to get humiliated like that. So, like, you'd rather continue on with your crimes? Because, like, when you get to become a celebrity like that, like, doesn't matter whether you do it quietly or not. It's the fucking paparazzis are gonna find out eventually. But also, this is just more people making fun of Madarame crying. Just, you know, still not really my thing. But I did notice this part right here. Let me just see if I can grab my mouse. Maybe? No, I can't. Okay, but the guy in that poster, you know, right next to me, right beside me, I realized that that's the guy who pushed me. Oh, well, not I pushed him, and then he started bleeding, right? And then, you know, he used his power to get me arrested and all that. I think that's him. I only know because of that glasses, that beard, and he's bald. That's the 3 big giveaway detail. And also, at some point, I remembered, oh, wait, hold on. It's the victim's fault for following. It seems like the rumors of more shady people of hanging. I probably won't be reading too much of these chatters simply because I've read them already. The people that I will be going over are all these people with like the white lines because, you know, I just want to get rid of it.
That old man was crying a lot. Was it 'cause he did a bad thing?
Yeah, and he was caught by the police. I thought he was a good person, but...
Well, it's good that he feels sorry for it then, right, Kotaro?
Woof woof. Look at that, dude. This child understands. Maybe because she has a gentle mother, I don't know. Even though it's a very black and white thing, and, you know, somebody would be like, oh, what if they're fake crying, you know? Crocodile tears and all that. Who DM'd me? Oh, it's... Any changes to your health? Let's do a follow-up. Yes. Okay. I will go to Takemi. Is that what her name is? Takemi? Anyways. I was gonna say Takeda again. Takemi. Yeah. Okay. I'll go through in a bit, but I do want to head on over to more of the station square. I think I kind of, for me, I kind of go on the premise of, you know, I will make, I'll record this and I'll play it in the way that I assume this is your first time ever seeing Persona 5. So I try to, like, you know, go through everything, get through everything that I can for me and and for the people watching this for the first time, but and so, like, that's why I'm kind of, like, contemplating about, like, maybe I should just go around and finish all these dialogues, and then I'll just go right into, like, the main stuff. You know, I feel like you probably won't miss out much when it comes to these smaller dialogues, but I personally enjoy them, you know, but I don't know if... But I do enjoy this aggressive reporter. Do you have a moment? I'd like to get your thoughts on Madarame's plagiarism scandal.
I think it's pathetic.
Do you hear what he's saying? The youth thinks that the world is pathetic for being so easily deceived. This lady, dude. This youth. She didn't say the youth. This youth. The world is pathetic. No, I said that he's pathetic. Mother Japan robs the young of their hope, and dirty politics casts a dark shadow over us all. And that's all for our on-the-spot coverage. Goddamn, dude. Holy shit. Here you go. Hey there, sun people. Let me convey the truth to you. The Phantom Thieves are the apostles of the Sun God. Hell yes. I didn't know that. That's right, young man. Those who believe will be saved. Great Sun God, are you not going to have your apostles, the Phantom Thieves, punish the evildoers? Worry not. Their mission has already been appointed. The good news shall reach everyone in time. That was actually 2 different people talking there. I realized halfway that this guy was talking. But, you know, I did make talk about how, like, we should just put the blame on the on this sun god coat. Yeah. They're doing it for us already. All right, time to scratch away.
Oh man.
I do wonder if the order does anything, but I don't think so. Well, that sucks. Okay, so I think I've got everything here. There's gonna be... I think there's no more dialogues here. Yeah. And then I think I don't want to go. You know what? As much as I don't want to go to Kichijoji. I don't know. 200 yen. I can get on up to, but I'm just gonna go back to Takemi. Now, I realized in my previous recording that I've been neglecting On this whole time. She's been in rank 2 and I just haven't gone to her. But I've decided that in this new recording, I'm gonna continue to neglect her. So here we are with Takemi. We're gonna... A patient asked me if I had a recommendation for a pair of reading glasses, but I'm not an optometrist. Oh, is it because I have an eye test chart on the wall? You came because you saw my message, right? Yes, that's right. I do want to check
Please head to
some
the
stuff
exam
though
room.
before I go in, because I only go here to...
Okay, which one?
But yeah, I only go here for her social link. I don't actually come here to buy her stuff. So like, and all her social link is just her giving me discounts. And then I never do it. Remove stat buff for all foes. I do kind of like that. You know, I kind of like that. I like the idea of that. I don't think I have anything else
Should
though.
work.
But I will buy one more revived drink. Just because I want to keep that. Okay, what do you have in accessories again?
Pharmaceutical
Oh!
laws are so annoying.
Oh my god. Hold
Now,
on.
don't drink alcohol and take medicine at the same time. Oh, you're still in high school.
Yes.
I've developed. Oh, did you choose one?
Oh, shush. Yo, dude. 100k? Whoa. Adhesive that restores much spirit. I don't know. I think it might be good to, like, slap that on, maybe. For my character. It really depends on how much SP. It may be like 5 SP. Maybe. Just maybe. But 100k for this. I don't know. Do I want it? I don't really care much for regen patch. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it, I'll take it. Might be a bad buy, but I'll take it. I'll get those money back. Let's be honest here. I'm gonna exploit so much more shadows for money. Alright, let's do a clinical trial. I've been really busy lately with all my new patients, but what the heck? Oh, everything's already set up. Everything's set up already. Okay. She's been busy, but everything's set up already. Who did that, huh? Let's hang out. Oh, that old lady from earlier forgot something. I wonder if she's still outside. Thank you, dear. This is my favorite handkerchief.
Uh-huh.
It was right in front of me, so... Oh my, you're a shy one, aren't you? Yeah, you're a little tsundere, aren't you, Takemi? I'm not shy, she says, blushing. My neighbors speak highly of you. She says your medicines are better than those at the big hospitals. It's very reassuring to have a distinguished doctor right here in town. I'll see you again soon. I don't know what that was. What the heck? Well, somewhat popular, huh? Thanks to you. There's a lot of talk going around town about me, started by that girl and her dad. Apparently, they've been telling everyone that I can make all these amazing medicines and remedies. So now the number of patients I've been getting has dramatically increased. Oh, the power of... Wow, it just slipped my, it just slipped my tongue. I completely forgot what I was about to say. Word of mouth. There you go. The power of word of mouth, huh? I don't know what some of these people are thinking, though. I've had a lot of crazy requests. Like, yesterday, a patient requested a sweet-smelling compress. A sweet smell. The other day, I had a request for a code buster. A drug like that deserves a Nobel Prize. Yeah, but like, there's gonna be so many more code busters because a code will just adapt to it. Other requests have included hair and skin tonics. I even had a consultation about a cat. Wow, not only are you an optometrist, Takemi, you're also a vet? Hell yeah, she does everything. It's not like I'm some kind of genius doctor. You are a genius! Come on now.
Stop that.
No, this is all interfering with my development. I'm only interested in completing my new drug. Yeah, you don't care about anybody else. That's my role as the plague. I'm not suited for this other stuff. You're a masochist, aren't you, Takemi? It suits you.
What?
Really? The plague? Well, you're entitled to your opinion, she says, but gives me 3 points anyways. But a town doctor, huh? That sort of lifestyle profession might have been possible for me at one time, but now... Oh yeah, about those clinical trials. With so many new patients, it's taking longer to analyze the data, so I'll need to catch up. She doesn't feel like she deserves to be a town doctor anymore, just a plague, a quack. This is a bit on the stronger side, but I'm sure you'll be okay. It feels like my bond with Takemi is growing even deeper. Oh my god. Alright, we're at rank 6.
Oh,
It looks like that girl is going to make a full recovery. Look at her, just immediately goes back to talking about her patients and she's just smiling about it and shit. The treatment seems to be a good match for her, so at least I can breathe a little easier for now. Hopefully, she'll be able to attend school soon.
what?
What are you so happy about? Are you excited for your next clinical trial? Well then, let's have some fun. Uh-oh. One more guts. Let me go to the restroom. I forgot which one I haven't, might be proficiency.
Bye.
Charm and proficiency are, still at a 2. Might as well just round it all out, you know? How's my little guinea pig doing after that catch-up drug? I know it was probably a lot to handle, consider I doubled the dosage and halved the activation time. God goodness. But we're so close. We're right at the end of all of this. I can feel it. I'll need you to stick around just a little bit longer. I hope you can handle it. Anything for you. Got the simp options, dude. You got on me. Well, aren't you a little go-getter? If you're that excited about it, maybe I'll give you a dose of everything and see how you hold up. Well, I've got some catching up to do. I have to process today's data as quickly as possible. Make sure to call if you ever feel sick, okay? Take care. Alright, bye Takemi.
Ah, you're back.
That me. Nope. So, what do you want to do about our next big target? Well, that's sudden. Well, after what that guy said, sitting around doing nothing just pisses me off. I'm so angry. You're talking about Akechi-kun, right? I know how you feel. Ah, that high school detective. He'd have to shut up if we change another person's heart. But like, his whole thing is that you guys are changing people's hearts without their permission. So like, you're just playing God and just like, oh, this person's bad, well, I'm gonna wipe their memory, you know? I'm gonna clear their cache, you know? It's so like, you think so? Come on, you gotta be more confident about this kind of stuff. But he did mention that the police are starting to mobilize. Either way, I don't think we should leave Akechi-kun be. Yeah, we should bring him into our group. This is the perfect time to meet and discuss what our strategy should be going forward. Let us gather at the hideout tomorrow. Alright, I got 3 people IMing me right now. Oh yeah! That darts place. Yeah, this is just him asking to go to darts, which would be nice. But I don't need that right now. Although it still would be nice to get him, and maybe me too, to level 3? For Baton Pass? I have some new info about that actor. Seems like we're going to need a new strategy. I'd like to talk to you about it. Do you have time today? The answer is no. I do not have time for you today, Mishima. Because you know why? You're asking me on a fucking Sunday, brother. Sunday is Yoshida Day. What do you think about the administration? I think they're wrong. That's what I plan to discuss in my speech today. I'd like for you to hear it. I want your honest opinion. Alright, Suzaku. So I'm gonna go for, yeah, I'm gonna go for him, but, you know, I'm not gonna teleport right out there. I think this is the same one. Yeah. So let's talk about the Mafia group still. I do need to go to a restroom just to check. Alright, no idea. Somewhat close for charm and proficiency. Okay. Didn't I say at some point I was going to make lockpicks? Did I already make lockpicks, or is that from another recording? Oh, that's the sucky part. Tools and materials, lockpicks. Okay, no, I still have not made lockpicks. Okay, so that would be for later. When it rains, I'm gonna start making lockpicks. But I think nobody else is here, so I'm gonna head over to the station square. You know, the one thing that kind of clicked in my head for Takemi is that there are some people that I will do more because they're okay. My confidant right now, right? In terms of the people who are highest, it's Ryuji, which is fine. I like Ryuji's stuff so far. And then it's Takemi and Mishima. And the funny thing about Mishima's and Takemi's is that Takemi's, I don't really care much about the reward that you get for her social link, because they're all just, They're all just adding more items and giving, discounts eventually on the 7th one, which, like, I don't really care. I barely go into this and use it, you know, but Mishima's is actually pretty nice. His is stuff like, I like the backup members, increase EXP earned by backup members. What is this? Greatly? Oh shit, dude. Goddamn, that's his next one. Maybe I should go for him instead of Yoshida. But yeah, so those two, ironically, not a big fan of Mishima, but I'm still going for him because his is like really easy. It's just like related to side story, so his is easy to continue on. But also, you know, his benefits are very good. So like, I'm really here for his benefits. Don't like Mishima as much, but I really do enjoy Takemi's social link. I really enjoy her storyline. But maybe that's just me really enjoying social link relating to death. You know, maybe it's because in Persona 4, the death Persona social link was my favorite one. Just a little food for thought that I have been thinking about. Fucking Mishima. Alright. Let's go talk to Yoshida.
Everyone.
Yep, this is the same thing, I believe. What's your current opinion on our government? Yeah, okay, so this is what he said in his text, so let us help him out. Also, I haven't been saving because I think I've kind of just been following the same order that I've been doing, so all the saves that I've done is like probably in the same area. Except, you know, I don't have the 100k. I have the 100k in the other save, I mean.
Everyone.
Alright. The conviction of a government is often tested during times of turmoil. Look at that guy, dude. His #1 fan right here. However, the current administration refuses to discuss their plans for the future. Can we really accept such an utter lack of transparency? I've been hearing this type of criticism about the government a lot lately.
That's because Diet member Shido has been gaining popularity by saying the same thing.
Who is Shido? From a bored-looking man.
So he's just echoing another politician's criticism of the government?
Why can't people... Maybe two people have the same ideas. Whatever, apparently.
So first you stole party funds, and now you're gonna steal ideas, no good, Tora? Stop talking all big, you ex-convict. It seems I've drawn the ire of the audience again.
So he's claiming those who have made mistakes in the past shouldn't get a second chance.
What can I say? Hey man, just shut up and listen. What was that? You got something to say to me, kid?
Yep.
What's up with this kid? So what if he's no good, Tora, huh? Why, you little punk?
Yes, I am no good Tora, and I have made mistakes.
Yes, I am unpopular and powerless, but that has nothing to do with my arguments. There are things I've learned from all of my hardships.
Yes.
You can ridicule me all you want, but I will continue to oppose what is wrong with this world. Look at that. Look at that reaction from the crowd. Today's speech ended up being filled with a lot of passion. Quite unexpectedly, I might add. The highlight, though, was your yelling. I was yelling? Yeah, I couldn't help myself, man. I envy you. Conveying your thoughts with such conviction. I wish I had done that in the past. Okay, that's all for today. Oh? You two are amazing. I've been wrong this whole time. Even though someone has failed in the past, it doesn't mean that the person can't try again. That's all I wanted to say.
You.
Please wait.
Thank you.
That's all I wanted to say. You're a strange one, just like that kid. Alright, thanks, buddy. I learned something from your dauntless spirit today. I have a bad habit of getting flustered whenever someone calls me no good Tora. But you see me as someone of value, so I refuse to cower to criticism in front of you. Fight for the people, Yoshida! Today, you taught me that I must have more confidence in my arguments. I feel like my bond with Yoshida is growing deeper. Very nice. Look at that. Man of the people.
All right.
My way of thinking changes when I'm with you. Perhaps it's the influence of your youthful spirit. My apologies. It seems we're out of time. Ooh, 2 extra charm points. Very nice. I got 2 charm points from him, but only 1 guts from Takemi?
I shall ask you again another time.
Oh, here he is, ringing me up. Hello, thanks for all your hard work today. Thanks to you, I've remembered something very important. Now that I think about it, ever since the scandal, I've felt alone and helpless, like the world was against me. Perhaps I got too used to the constant judging and critique, but I realized I've overlooked something crucial. I've forgotten the people who support me and how encouraging it feels simply to be in their presence. Perhaps it seems too obvious or too trite, but I hope you remember to cherish that too. It might seem obvious once you realize it, but you know, it's not that obvious when you feel like you're being bombarded with negativity. Can't forget, yeah, I will. Good, I'm glad to hear it. I will engrave it into my heart, so I can't let myself forget it again. Well, I'll be counting on you for my next speech too. See you soon, Amemiya-kun. Alright, Yoshida. We were almost at 20% there. It was at 19.9. Oh, fancy seeing you here. Look at Yusuke over there. His purple shirt. Oh, right. I guess Shujin was in this direction too. Still, I wouldn't have expected to run into you at this time. Perhaps it really is fate. How are you doing? Not bad. Relax as always, I see. I've been getting interviewed a lot lately, so I've been wondering how to answer such questions. I see now that there's no need to be so roundabout with my response. Talking with you helps me realize many things. If it isn't too much trouble, may I speak with you again sometime? Yeah, sure, my guy. Will you open your briefcase for me? What's inside that? Maybe that's his... Maybe that's his backpack, I don't know. Hey, I heard from one of my upperclassmen, but apparently there's some kind of weirdo in Kichijoji. Oh, I forgot to go to Kichijoji the other time. Even at a glance, you can supposedly tell right away that he's bad news. You live there, don't you? Are you okay? Oh, you mean the old man in Harmony Alley? My parents are talking about him too. But doesn't that make you wonder? I'm thinking I might try looking for him today. What? Don't do that. Besides, I heard he hides his face. Who knows what he'll do to you if he sees you? You're gonna end up in a ditch somewhere. I just know it. Yeah, you're gonna die, girl, if you go to that man. Did they say Kichijoji? Did we ever see someone like that?
It just sounds like a rumor though, so who knows how much of it you can believe. What do you think, Ren? Very interesting. If you saw him the day yesterday, then Morgana would just be like, oh, we saw that guy. I'm curious.
Right.
If on the off chance he really is a bad guy, we should do something about it. For now, we can just check out whenever we have time. Hopefully he doesn't, if he is a bad guy, he doesn't hurt anybody before we check him out,
How tragic.
Oh, Mr. Hirata.
Before I realized it, we're halfway through June. It's the only month of the year with no holidays, and it's filled with rain. Truly, a season of hell. I'm exaggerating, you say? You're all just ignorant.
After all, what's falling from the sky is acid rain that can melt metal.
Amemiya-kun, let's test your knowledge and imagination.
Give it a try.
When washing your hair with dissolved copper, your hair color changes.
What color do you think it turns? Green, I believe.
This is it.
That is correct.
By the way, magnesium turns your hair white and rust turn your hair red. However, acid rain can't melt gold or silver. If you want to dye your hair gold, use bronze coins. Thinking you could save money by skipping a visit to the hair salon? It seems you still don't understand the horror of acid rain. Why did we suddenly talk about acid rain though?
Nice going.
Like, I mean, he was talking about how rain is in June. But like, anyways. But like, on the board, it looks like he's talking about anatomy or something? Maybe that's why he's talking about, I don't know. Anyways, London once had acid rain on the level of stomach acid. More than 4,000 people died. Wow, that's fun. Perhaps one day, such a deathly rain will fall in Japan. Alright. My heart too is overcast, just like the rain that falls on the city. Ah, rain.
I'm tired of thinking of witty comments.
Oh good, you haven't gone home yet.
What's up, Kawakami?
Nijimi-san's looking for you. Could you head to the student council room right away? She says there's no report of a lost item, so she wants you to start filling out some paperwork.
No report of a lost items. Just an excuse to get me up there. I don't wanna.
Just go. If you don't, they'll come and complain to me about it.
Yeah, well, just tell them that you don't want to do it.
The student council room is on the 3rd floor, next to the library. Got it?
I got it.
Why am I running errands for a student? I know she's the principal's favorite or whatever.
Kawakami.
Michima's the girl who keeps following you around, right?
Yeah, but also Kawakami, can you say that any less quieter?
What could she want?
Who knows? We'll just have to find out. Did we click on this picture before? Everyone here is definitely on the Akechi bandwagon. They even gave him all those nice sparkles. Alright, we're gonna head over to the student council. Hello? Alright. Let us talk. The student council room? It's next to the library on the 3rd floor. What did you do? Hey man, what if I just wanted to talk? What if I didn't get into trouble? Just cause I'm a delinquent, huh? Alright, well, we gotta go head on over to the library where all the student council members are just standing there. I wonder what she's going to do with Amemiya. I don't know. She seems a little worried. All I hear her tell us is, just leave it to me. It's great she's looking out for her fellow students, but I wish she'd just let us help her sometimes. Alright, and then here's another student council member. Are you Amemiya? Ah, so you're the one everyone's talking about. Our president wants a word with you. Don't cause her any trouble, okay? Well, here we are. Let's go, wait, actually. Can I do anything? Unless it's gonna be like, no, you can't leave the school. Alright, this is the student council room. What were we called here for? This is rather strange. Here she is.
Ah, earlier than expected. Have a seat. I'll get straight to the point. Mr. Kamoshida and Madarame. Won't you tell me the truth behind the Phantom Thieves incidents?
Whoa, talk about not really deja vu because it's technically in the future with me and Sei.
This is Makoto.
Can't answer that? Oh, of course. There's no way you would admit to such things. Have a listen.
If someone else could help him, we wouldn't be doing stuff as the Phantom Thieves to start with.
Wow. Congrats, Ryuji.
So you think it's true? We'll be okay if we keep doing this, right?
Okay, like, did she have like a microphone on us or something? This is like, at this moment is like right after the interview with Akechi, right? And everybody's at school's talking about it, and Ryuji's yelling it, and then An comes over, and she's just like, yo, can you fucking say that any louder? And Ryuji's just like, who cares? Everybody's talking about it. And, which, like, but also, like, kind of means, like, everybody's keeping their ears open about the fucking topic. Anyways, but, like, that was also, it's like, that's the moment where Makoto snaps a picture of them, right? That's just her taking the evidence. But, like, she was so far away from us. How did, Ryuji yelled it so loud that she somehow got a really good recording of it. And also, she somehow managed to record An's voice very clearly.
What could all this mean?
It's all lies, Makoto! Deep fake! It's AI!
Was it blackmail? Hypnosis? How do you corner someone into making them confess? Won't you tell me how you did it?
Yes, the culprits.
You want to say that this doesn't prove anything, don't you?
No, I said ask the culprit!
I believe that you three are the Phantom Thieves. Now, what would the police think if they heard my recording?
That we're LARPing?
It'd be bad if we're put under police surveillance. There's no telling what'll happen to you, too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble. Because of my record.
If you confess the truth, I don't mind just leaving this between the two of us.
God damn, dude.
You'll tell me, won't you?
Damn, dude. Makoto's really out here, like, I gotta get this fucking problem fixed, but I'm gonna do it in a way that only I know that's been shown to me, and that's the fucking principal blackmailing her. So she's like, I'm gonna do it. Till then, let me think about it.
I believe that time would just be wasted.
No, I got more time to think.
Go ahead.
Hey, where you at? Taking a leak? Let's meet up at the usual spot to hold our Phantom Thieves meeting.
Oh my god, that's so fucking gets me. Ryuji's just like, he can't even say hold our meeting, our regular meeting. You know, he's like, no, our usual spot to hold our Phantom Thieves meeting.
That idiot!
As loud as always. But his timing's perfect. I'd like everyone else to hear this as well. Won't you take me to your friends?
I guess it can't be helped now.
Oh,
Oh.
Here?
is that girl a friend of yours?
What the hell?
She's a friend, alright. Hey guys, welcome. This is Makoto. She's new.
What's the meaning of this?
she's joining our group.
I had him lead me here.
Oh,
And you're
shit.
Kitagawa-kun, correct? Second year at Kosei High and former pupil of Madarame?
God, the double clicking on this thing. Yeah, she's just saying her name.
I wanted to ask you all about this.
If someone else could help him, we wouldn't be doing stuff.
Okay, she's doing that in the crowd. Like, don't you think a crowd would just be
Extremely
like,
similar
oh,
technique was used for both Kamoshida and Madarame.
I hear the Phantom Thieves somewhere.
While those affected by their acts were just coincidentally meeting up.
Yeah, definitely not suspicious at all.
How could that not raise suspicions?
I said it was not suspicious at all.
What do you intend to do? Have you come just to say you're going to report us?
I bet someone told you to find us.
The school can't have ties to criminals after all. And yet they turn a blind eye when it comes to suicide and sexual harassment. Those
Damn.
adults are just using you. I feel sorry for you.
I know.
Huh?
That's why I would like to verify the justice you speak of.
Verify the justice.
What?
I'm the only one who knows about you. If you prove what you're doing is just, I'll erase this.
She wants to make a deal.
Oh my god. You want to become a little social link?
There is someone whose heart I'd like you to change.
Alright.
Who?
So you're not saying it's impossible. However, I cannot tell you that just yet. Let's continue our talk after school tomorrow. On the roof. Assuming you accept my offer, that is.
Well, how can we not accept it?
It's just turning into a real pain.
Yeah, and whose fault is it, huh? Huh, Ryuji?
You were careless. I don't think you truly understood how high the stakes were.
Yeah, you fucking digging him, Yusuke.
Anything to say, Ryuji?
Yeah.
Why are you singling me out? On got recorded too, you know?
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but like, I'd only fucking mention it because you started fucking yapping about it.
Hey, what should we do?
How about you fucking start by apologizing?
That girl's got dirt on us.
A recording seems to be insufficient evidence, though.
Yeah, exactly. We could just say we're LARPing.
And even with that, there's no way they could prove our methods.
Considering who we're dealing with, I think it might be a trap.
Regardless, this guy would be in real trouble. He's on probation after all.
Things would get rough if we didn't have our leader. And I totally don't want to deal with the police.
Then, we have no other choice but to go along with it.
Hey, maybe it'll be a big target, you know?
Yes, it's best we agree, at least for the time being. We made a crucial mistake, but not a critical one. We'll just have to recover from here on out.
Yeah, my bad. So, we doing this?
Yup, we have to.
Alright, we're meeting on the school rooftop tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah, sorry, Yusuke.
What about me? I could always sneak in if necessary.
That'll draw too much attention. You should just wait outside, Yusuke. What could she be scheming?
Oh, rainy season, huh?
I'm so effing pissed.
Look at him, Angie, this whole arc. Do we just gotta do what she says? Consider what has happened? It seems we have no other choice. I wonder whose heart the student council president wants us to change. Don't matter to me. But there might be a reason behind who she picks, right? But like, also Ryuji, if it don't matter to you, what if she picks somebody who's like, might be inherently good, you know? Yeah, I wonder who it is. I'm curious myself. She mentioned how she wants us to prove our justice, did she not? Yeah, she definitely did. Then there must be some reasoning behind her choice. Please contact me immediately if you find anything out. And don't go picking any fights, okay? Do you understand, Ryuji? Why are you singling me out? I ain't dumb! Yeah, says the motherfucker who got us into hot water in the first place.
Hey!
Be careful. She's a shrewd one. We'd best be prepared for anything. That's right. That's why we gotta make more lockpicks, Morgana. She said there's someone whose heart she wants to change. Just what is that girl up to?
Is there anything? No. Seems like, hold on. City. It's just EY, so there's nobody other than Akechi who wants to hang out, but here's my thing is I don't want to hang out with Akechi right now. Alright? I just want to go straight to my work desk. I should probably save, because like...
I should write something.
I should probably save over one of these saves, you know? Might as well continue on. Here we go. I'm on 13 now. Okay. Goodness gracious. Well, you know, just 5 more days to go and I'll be caught up, but a lot of story stuff. It's gotta be happening. But until then, we're gonna work on this and make some lockpicks because I'm running out of lockpicks and I need these lockpicks for when we get into our palace. What an efficient use of materials. Oh wow, did I get an extra lockpick?
Yeah.
Did I get 5? Or did I get, I don't know. Yay, another point to proficiency. Wow, okay.
Well then.
Very nice. Rainy season's pre-bangers, dog. Oh, here we are in Shibuya. Want some cash? I've got a job you could do. Do you know about that Phantom Thieves forum? People said when they made a request there, it got granted. Really? That sounds super useful. Come on, pay up. You understand the position you're in, right? People just gossiping about the Phantom Thieves and then there's just criminals in the background. Extorting high schoolers.
Hey!
Woman with camera. Hey, it's you! Morning. Going to school now? I'm just heading home. The morning sun is too bright. What about your job?
Nope.
I pulled an all-nighter. Journalist Ichiko Oya works around the clock, you know? Well, you work hard on your studies. I love that she was just there to introduce us her name. Ichiko Oya. That's really all she was there for.
I was thinking you might not show.
And then what? You're just gonna report this to the police and the school?
So, whose heart do you want us to change?
A mafia boss.
When she said that, it's still so funny to me. Yeah, I want you to infiltrate the mafia. Damn, Makoto.
Mafia?
Yeah!
What are you talking about?
That's what they call themselves. This group seems to be the cause of the rise in phishing scams. What's worse, once you're in their sights, they won't stop threatening you until they get what they want. They'll force you to take part in their scams, threaten your family, and ultimately destroy your life.
Holy shit.
I know, pretty
It appears
serious,
that
huh?
their victims include some of our students.
No!
Not our students.
They primarily target juveniles.
What's their boss's name?
Nobody knows. The victims are being threatened not to testify. So even the police can't get a grasp of the situation.
That's where you want us to start?
Yeah!
You should be able to pull it off. If you're really the righteous Phantom Thieves. Or is Akechi-kun correct when he says you act without justice?
In terms of, like, acting without justice is, like... I guess in terms of, like, you know, Ryuji kind of started with, like, we can't have this happen to anybody else, but, like, there was also that begrudging feeling of, like, well, fuck Kamoshida, you know, so, like, let's go fuck him up, you know, a little bit of, like, a revenge sort of spiel, and then we sort of have that feeling with Madarame simply because, via proxy of Yusuke. You know, so it's just like, oh, Yusuke is being abused by this guy, you know, he fucking sucks, so, like, it's still perhaps a feeling of revenge and outburst, you know, and then the idea of, like, kids against adults, you know, us against the world, it's that feeling. I think it's much more of, like, the us against that world, that perhaps Akechi is thinking that, like, well, you know, isn't particularly justice. I don't know.
Can't you say something witty back at her?
Please don't tell the cops. Something witty. No, give us the details.
Why are you being so serious?
Their main hub of activity is in Shibuya.
I wanna hunt down this mafia boss, Morgana.
That's all the information I have. You have 2 weeks. Once that is passed, I'll submit all the evidence I have to the police and to the school.
Goddamn, Makoto.
I hope you don't let me down.
Give me a 2-week. You give that deadline to the police
She
too?
really had the upper hand in that exchange.
Then if the police only had like 2 weeks to solve a crime, how fast would they fucking work?
Don't let me down. Damn it, she was just bossing us around.
Come on, we should get in touch with Yusuke.
Oh, you know, that's what the principal does to her. That's kind of what Sei does to her too, in a way. You know, just like, oh, don't focus on all these things. Only focus on your studies. Oh. We gotta go talk to Sei. That's right, Sei. I've talked to your little sister. Wide eye.
Council president from Chujin Academy?
Yeah.
Are you saying that Makoto was sticking her nose into this phantom thief business?
Oh yeah, this is the first time I hear somebody say Makoto.
You seem upset.
I'm not.
Ah!
Why would Makoto? Bringing up my sister to upset me, are you? It seems there's no limit to your duplicity.
Haha. Well, you decided to
Fine.
sit here.
I'll listen to everything you have to say
Oh.
before I decide the truth of your statements.
Dude, how long has it been since we've been sitting in here? You know, like how many minutes has gone by? Because in the beginning, the police told Sei like you don't have much time, and we've just been here for, well, relatively of the time that I've started telling you from the beginning. It's been about 2 months.
I'm so mad.
Oh, now An's getting angry.
The Mafia.
Can we really do this?
We have to. Not whether we can.
Either way, we have almost no information on our target. This guy's a crime boss, so I wouldn't be surprised if he had a palace. Still.
Isn't this a prime opportunity for us, though?
Mm-hmm.
How? We're in huge trouble.
I mean, we were in huge trouble with Madarame, and we were in trouble with Kamoshida. You know? I could have been expelled with Kamoshida. I could have been expelled again with Madarame. I could be expelled now, again. But, you know, with Madarame in this one, you know, the police are kind of getting, the police are getting involved, so it's a little bit more hectic than Kamoshida.
Even after we punished an evil man who seemed to be good, the public did not acknowledge us.
So we gotta punish an obviously evil guy.
However, if we take down an actual criminal, let alone a target the police don't have answers for.
Oh, right. That might make people believe in us.
I get it. That means even Akechi will have to acknowledge us as the Phantom Thieves. What do you say, leader?
Yeah, let's prove our justice, huh?
Hell yeah! We just gotta do what we always do.
Our time limit is 2 weeks, correct? We can't afford to waste too much time. I'll ask around Kosei and see if there are any victims.
Okay, I know some girls who go to Shibuya pretty often. I'll check with them about it.
Alright, and I'm gonna see what I can find on the net. That leaves our school up to you and Morgana. You figured out what to do during the whole Kamoshida thing, right?
I'll back you up.
Thanks, Morgana.
Alright, let's get back together at the end of the week once we've got all our info.
When Ryuji said that, like, oh, at the end of the week, and I'm just like, wait a minute, we've got 2 weeks at the end of the week. I'm like, that's like 7 days or something. Well, actually, it's not 7 days. It's, what, Sunday? So it's about 6 days.
I'll get in touch with you guys later.
I'm just like, oh my god, we're not gonna find the palace, like, straight up in the beginning. But, like, in the middle
We're meeting in front
of the
school
deadline.
tomorrow, right? Don't worry. I'm sure we'll find something new.
Could I have a moment?
Sure. What's up?
Well, it's... I had a yearning to see the Sayuri. So if you're heading homeward, I'll accompany you.
Off we go.
The Sayuri. It seems to suit this cafe quite well. I'm glad I chose to leave it here. I fear I have found myself in quite a horrible mess.
Yeah? Well, what are you talking about?
To put it bluntly, I am in need of your assistance. Please, listen to what I must say. Throughout my artistic career, There have been moments I've struggled with particular motifs or techniques. However, each of those struggles did eventually fade. Yet now I find myself in a similar situation, but the more I try to escape it, the worse it becomes. It seems I'm trapped in what we in the art world call a slump.
Relatable, huh?
Are you aware that I'm attending Kosei on an art scholarship? Such coveted grants are not given as charity. I must continually achieve within my field to remain eligible. Were I to lose my scholarship, I would likely have no choice but to leave the school as well. In the earlier days of my career, I would exclusively paint what I desired when I desired it. The only goal I had in mind was the pursuit of pure beauty. That goal is what drove me onward. I wanted nothing more than to attain the lustrous allure of the Sayuri in my own work. Yet, what reason do I have now? Holding on to my scholarship? Keeping a roof over my head?
Hold on. And then the Sayuri in my own work, but now he technically has obtained the real Sayuri. It's just that the whole thing of like him losing his purpose. So he doesn't know what his new goal is. Since beforehand he was on a very one-track mind, which was put up by Madarame, right? Because Madarame is just like, you need to draw. draw. But now Yusuke is like opening up to new things, but because he's never experienced these before, he's...
Worldly desires are all that spur my brush to move, and the resulting work reflects such impurity of mind. To be honest, I am unsure as to whether I can even call myself an artist anymore.
Yusuke, you're like young. You seem stressed.
My apologies. It seems I got somewhat carried away there, but I simply cannot accept this lack of purpose in my work. That is why I am so upset with my own indecision. Such vague ambition is, in essence, a sin of sorts. Though I suppose allowing my young career to come to an end here would be even more sinful. I only wish to create a work I can be genuinely proud of. Just look at the Sayuri. Her incandescent figure, alluring gaze. That is the meaning of pure beauty. Yet no matter how hard I try to replicate it, an elegance so sweet remains elusive to me. Why is that, you ask? It is surely because the painter behind the work differs. Because the soul differs. But if my estimations are correct, the soul is nothing but another way to speak of the human heart. What, then, is the heart? How does it bring forth such beauty? I must understand.
I mean, both of those are metaphorical. You know, I feel like you can swap the heart out with the soul, and so forth. Because, like, I mean, literally, the heart just pumps blood, so, like, I don't know.
To be perfectly frank, though, I am unsure of how to do so. Would you be able to provide me assistance?
Yeah, you know, maybe you might also be burned out if you've been painting for fucking years. Yeah, sometimes you just need a break, do something else.
You have already brought profound change to my world. Hence, I believe you, of all people, may be able to bring me closer to the truth.
Yeah, man. I'd be glad to help. Hell yeah.
You would? Wonderful.
Hell yeah, dude.
At the moment, my art teacher has yet to notice any drastic changes in my work. But I cannot hide forever. Impurity of the heart will undoubtedly seep onto an artist's canvas eventually.
I love the way he said this part. He says it with such like the feeling of like a snob, you know, an artist snob.
I must go now. My curfew approaches.
Alright.
I look forward to speaking about this matter again.
Yeah, well, you should have given me your social link, Yusuke. How dare you?
Rain, huh?
Yeah, I hate the rain. It always brings me down.
Rip. So I checked online and people are talking about it all over. Now, in my expert opinion, Ida of Class 2D is guilty. You mean Ida-kun from our class? Wait, start at the beginning. What's he guilty of? Supposedly, he's been spending money left and right recently. Said it's cause of some great part-time job. Great part-time job. What the fuck did I do? Great part-time job he got. I see. That may very well be worth looking into.
Right? Can you try asking him about it on? I don't think he'd be cautious around a girl. In that case,
yeah, I don't mind giving it a try. Although I've rarely talked to Ida-kun before.
I'll be counting on you to back me up if something happens, Ren.
Yeah, leave it to me, I guess.
Thanks, that's a huge help.
I'm hoping for some great things this time from Takamaki-san's world-class wonderful acting.
Shut it.
I hope this will get us even marginally closer to their so-called boss. I leave this Ida up to you, and I have high hopes for your acting as well, An. You know what? Yusuke fell for her acting last time, so, you know, maybe he really does have high hopes.
You're both missing the point.
Hey!
Is it true that Ida the guy's guilty? Well, we need to dig up some dirt first in the morning. Okay.
Hey.
Did you find out who hang out with you at school? Make sure you pick your friends carefully. What? I took my friends over here last time, Sojiro. Get that recycled dialogue out of here. Here's this motherfucker again.
I was watching television and came across a discussion about the nature of justice. Have you ever given it any thought? What is justice to you?
It's about helping people, I guess.
I see. That's one way to look at it. But you only perceive what is on the very surface. The boy who was featured in that TV discussion is still in high school. Akechi, was it? He was well-spoken and skilled in the art of debate. Almost as good as me when I was at that age.
Yeah, alright, buddy.
Well, I'll go home.
I'll go home and get out of here. Shoo! This is still the same one, right? Yeah, so it's the loom. Wait, hold on. Even the police, it was clear that there was a little the police can do. Okay, so that was just that little update. The police can't do anything. Good for them, you know? Good for them. Okay, so what I'm going to do, because it's rainy, I'm gonna make more lockpicks.
A mafia boss. I think he's actually a pretty decent target.
Good. Alright, I'm going to make 4, so I'm going to make 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to make 4 lockpicks. 4?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I got an extra one last time for, like, funsies?
Right.
Okay, so my proficiency's up now. That means I can make 5. If I want to make 5 more. 15 lockpicks, maybe that's good. Oh, I got time to read. Very nice. I think I can finish up. Yeah, Weizmann's words.
In your search for truth, ask your own questions, then find your own answers.
What the fuck? So I just find my own truth, right? Live in my own reality. I wonder if those old philosophers had many friends. They're always talking to people, but I don't know. At any rate, yeah, made me smarter. It got me 3 points. I might gotta start studying a little bit more. Back to studying now that I've got proficiency up. Maybe I could get charm up too while I'm at it, you know?
The rumors are pretty terrible.
Don't you think that all of that blackmail stuff is insane? I don't think it had anything to do with me, but there's even victims in my class.
I didn't think it had anything to do with me.
Oh, I know all about that. These guys supposedly come asking if you want an easy, high-paying job. But then, if you say yes, you get dragged into some real shady stuff. The teachers or student council pres will do something about it though. People are real worried.
Oh, are you talking about that posting?
I wonder if she was serious about it. I heard she knew about Kamoshida and the sexual harassment. She probably won't be too much help. Damn, dude, that fucking rumor about her knowing about the sexual harassment, like, yeah. That Ida guy's here. I'll try and ask him about it. Yeah, we're counting on you. Leave it to me. That level of motivation actually makes me a little more nervous. In any case, let us know if you learn anything. You know, I feel like Morgana spends a lot of their time... Oh, hold on.
What is going on here?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Morgana spends a lot of their time just in a box, or in a bag, or in a... Yeah, just mainly in my bag a lot of the time, which, like, it's a good thing that Morgana's a cat, you know? Maybe they enjoy being in small spaces.
Apparently, the damage done by this so-called Mafia has even reached our student body.
That's what she said last time.
Well...
I thought this absurdity was nothing but a joke.
Why are we joking about Mafia going around scamming students?
Not only are there victims, there are even rumors that some are involved with such crimes.
Does this guy have a camera on right now? Like, why is he...
I've even received inquiries from their guardians. Why is this happening?
Unfortunately, I do not have the answer to that.
This is the greatest disgrace in the history of this academy, if it were to be discovered. This is a vital issue for the student council. Did I not ask you to resolve it?
But, like, this is the police's problem, not hers. Like, this is fucking crime shit. She's not a crime fighter.
I'm doing the best I can.
And I can trust you? You must do something about this at once. You're the only one who is reliable around here. Don't let me down.
You're the only one who's reliable out here, but how the fuck can you be, how can you be fucking doing this, huh? You know, like, what's going on here? The damage done by this Mafia has reached our student body, but you're the only reliable one around here. But it's also your fault.
Other students are starting to be dissatisfied with you.
Oh, shit!
At this rate, you and I will both lose our roles at this school. Do you understand?
I do. Please, just give me a little more time.
You know, Makoto is so scared of disappointing her sister.
Kids these days.
Anyways, Makoto's so afraid of disappointing her sister. And then, you know, with the principal going in and being like, you don't want to interfere with your sister's stuff. She's got a lot of good things going on right now. You know, you don't want your record to sully hers. And so that's why she's, like, following the principal's order and, you know, not talking about this to Sei. But, like, I feel like if she did talk to Sei about this, I feel like a lot of things would have been solved, you know? I feel like Sei would have been like, what the fuck is going on, you know? Who knows? Who knows? But we'll just have to see. Anyways,
So, I handed a bill over at a convenience store, and they told me they don't take foreign currency. But what I gave them was a bona fide Japanese banknote. Don't tell me young people these days don't know who Hirobumi Ito is. I shudder to think that these will be the people shouldering Japan's economy. What do you care? You're fucking old, alright? By the time they grow up and wreck anything, you're gonna be dead. I hope you all know your stuff. Here's a quiz just to make sure. And he just calls me, because of course, you know. Between paper bills and coins, which one is issued by the government? Coins.
This is it. Exactly.
Thank you. Paper bills are printed by the bank, and coins are issued by the government.
Originally, the government made both coins and paper money. However, with the ability to make as much money as they wanted, the economy fell into chaos. An independent organization, namely the Bank of Japan, has been tasked with printing money ever since.
But then, like, what's stopping that independent organization to fuck up, you know? Or to print more money than usual, you know? Screw up the economy.
Nice going!
Oh, shucks! coins, which don't have as much of an effect on the economy, are still produced by the government. You simply can't trust a moron to look after your finances. The best they can manage is pocket change. Yeah, but then if you say it like that, it's like the government is supposed to govern, you know, a good chunk of the things in your life, you know, causes a lot of effects in the things in your life. So, like, if the government's a moron. No. You did elect him, right? Imagine all the money you could ever want at your feet. It's all feet and I swapped it in. I hope the next palace is somewhere awesome like that. You just want riches. You know, money-hungry cat out here, dude.
Hey!
I see Lady On talking to Ida. You're gonna back her up, right? Maybe?
The air is so muggy.
Alright, let's go talk. Shibuya's dangerous right now.
And so I really need some money right now. Can you tell me about this easy part-time job? I'm sure you know about it, Ida-kun. Please?
You don't need my help. A girl like you could probably get a job anywhere, right?
Damn, dude. She's out here, a pretty girl's out here asking you, you know, about this job or whatever. This man's confidence is so low that he just, like, swats her away.
Huh? Now that you mention it, yes.
On, you're supposed to...
So, what I mean is...
No, On, you're supposed to be like, but I want to get a job for, you know, for where you work at, you know? Gotta lay down the...
This is going south fast.
Yeah.
Oh, Francois!
Huh?
Francois?
Huh? My cat Francois got run over by a car and also has an incurable illness. I need money fast.
You know, I think Francois might be better off just going to the farm, you know?
That's not convincing at all. Is she talking about me?
If Francois were to die, I think I'd die too. Probably.
Come on, don't talk like that.
If you don't like it, then tell me about that easy part-time job.
I do love the way she says that.
Come on, I'm guilt-tripping you right now. Just tell me about that easy part-time job.
You know something, don't you? I've heard the rumors.
Rumors? Was it Nishiyama who...
Nishiyama?
Oh,
Nishiyama?
Hey, what was that about Nishiyama?
That's...
She actually got the momentum back. She's not acting anymore now, is she? Come on. Let's leave this guy to Lady On and go look for that Nishiyama fellow.
Alright, off we go.
Do you have a minute?
No.
You're looking for something, right?
No.
I want to help you out, so please ask me anything.
Where's Nishiyama?
Nishiyama? He usually hangs out with Ida. Oh, so you want to ask him about Ida? So that's why Takamaki-san was chasing him. I'm sorry, I don't know where he is right now. He usually stays till late, so I think he's probably still somewhere in the school. I'll keep digging around while you're looking for him.
Well, I guess we can let him handle this. We'll have to ask someone else about Nishiyama's whereabouts. Can you think of anyone who might know?
Yeah, somebody who has a better reference? That girl right there. Here she is. Amemiya-kun, is President Nijima keeping an eye on you? The student council is on edge. Hurry up. Do you have anything you want to ask about? Nishiyama-kun, are you looking for him? He's a really serious student with great grades. I always see him at the library after school. The library, yep, why don't you go talk to him? Thank you. Look at that, she knew. She's a much more useful resource than you, Mishima. Sorry, my guy. Just keep talking shit about you.
Maybe...
Is this about the scam group? I heard some of the students have become victims. It would cause quite a lot of buzz if you could solve it. Let me know if you learn anything. Alright, well, let's go ask some other questions. The Mafia. I heard the muggings, scams, prostitutions, and drugs are making them tons of money. But they're also, like, targeting high school students, right? It's the prostitution on the high school student? Ooh. Most of their victims have been high schoolers, leading our school to warn its students as well. But nobody actually knows how they operate. Even the police are completely lost. Maybe they operate
with the shadows, you know, in the in palaces and such, you know? You never know. The victims at our school. The principal asked us to come forward with any information we might have, right? I heard someone did come to the student council saying they were being threatened. I don't want to assume this of you, but you didn't have anything to do with that, right? You didn't want to assume, but you assumed anyway. What about Ida? From your class? I've heard he's a serious student, although he has seemed a little down lately. I wonder what happened. Alright, we gotta go up. Up to the library. Alright. Oh, there's Makoto. Hello there. Oh, just thinking? What's wrong? Ah, it's nothing. I was just looking at the bulletin.
Right away.
How's the investigation going? I don't believe there's much time left at this point. Makoto, you just gave the time? You just gave the deadline like 2 days ago, isn't it? It's going well. Wow, I'm glad I'll have something to look forward to.
Actually,
this is a very important matter for our school. I hope you can return with good news. And don't worry, I'll keep my promise as long as you uphold your end of the bargain.
Yeah, whatever.
There are club hangouts and postings from the student council all over the bulletin board. Okay. And then people are talking about like all the stuff that the student council's been posting up. Like, oh, maybe she's trying to help and stuff. Even though it kind of got started by the principal. Hello, here I am. And he's all the way to the side. Hello.
Nishiyama, that's me. You're
Oh.
that transfer student, right? You need something?
Yeah. What about this? What's this about a job?
Job? Are you talking about that one time? I don't know. I said I didn't want to do it. That's something Ida... Wait, are you doing something to him? He's been acting really strange lately.
I want to help him.
Oh, what do you mean? Is he really wrapped up in something shady?
Well, tell me what you know.
One day, the two of us went to Shibuya, and a man approached us over near Central Street. He asked if we were interested in an easy part-time job. I said I wasn't, but Ida was into it. He was asking the guy all sorts of questions.
Okay, so what was his job?
I don't know. I was so scared, I ended up going home alone. But according to Ida, it only takes 10 minutes, and is good for people who don't stand out.
Okay, what happened after that?
Ida started spending a lot of money. That's when his strange behavior began too. But that's all I know. That's enough, right?
A man on Central Street, huh? That is suspicious. Maybe he was making him commit crimes?
Hell yeah. Have you found anything yet, Ren? I've tried looking into this high-paying part-time job myself. People seem to be talking about it here as well. Supposedly, a man will talk to you in broad daylight over on Central Street, and your job is to deliver a small envelope he hands you. Well, I will contact you again if I learn anything more. This is like a man leaving you suspicious luggage at the airport.
So that means this part-time job is somehow crime-related. It takes 10 minutes, is good for people who don't stand out, and involves a small envelope. Does that ring any bells? It's something the Mafia would definitely be up to.
Yeah. Drugs.
Like illegal drugs? Maybe they made Ida smuggle drugs for them. That definitely fits with the small envelope. And you can get arrested just for possession.
Did you meet Nishiyama? Well, I looked into Ida on my own anyway. Rumor has it he got involved in some kind of suspicious part-time job, and that job's apparently totally insane. Something about drug trafficking, I think. I hear they asked you to take part in it in Central Street. It brought daylight even.
So he is smuggling. This won't be pretty.
Mishima was just really there just to reiterate. You know what? That's my job.
Let's go back to Lady Ann. We'll ask Ida directly.
I'm here to reiterate what people are saying. Get out of here, Mishima.
Yeah, right. We gotta go downstairs.
Over here, alright. Sometimes I forget I can sprint. Alright, how you doing? How you doing, On?
Please tell me about the job, or else my beloved Francois.
She's been going on with this for a while now, huh?
She's still doing that? Alright, take over for
her. Tell us the truth. Amamiya?
Come on, you two. I already told you I don't know.
Nishiyama told me everything.
He did?
Yeah!
Bastard! Damn it! Shit. Well, if you already know about it, fine. I don't want to talk about it here. Let's go somewhere a little quieter.
And then he beats us up. Oh.
What's up with you? Especially in front of everyone.
Never mind, he's just a nerd.
Okay, I don't know why we're just talking alone with Ida, and like On is just somewhere else.
Yeah, I got a job. So what? Isn't that normal?
Well, it depends on the job.
What are you getting at?
You're a pizza smuggler, aren't you? You're a drug smuggler. You know, initially I first thought of this whole thing of like a scam, you know? I'm just like, oh, maybe they're like money mules. You know, like the guys are scamming other people and then they need to pass the money on, you know? So they use money mules and, you know, just use high schoolers and stuff, but then they kind of make sense of like, oh, well, if it's a lot of money, you know, like, and put in the envelope, it's gonna be a little difficult for them. So, understandable. Drugs, you know, smaller envelopes, so you just give it to them without them even realizing. So, you know. Yeah, I figured they were a mule. Just didn't realize that they were drug mules, not money mules.
How did you... I've only told one person about that.
One person who isn't, Nishiyama.
All people. I can't believe you were the one to find out. You're right. They told me they had an easy part-time job for me, and I ended up smuggling drugs. All I had to do was put envelopes into coin lockers, and they said they'd give me a hefty paycheck. I didn't know what was in the envelopes, though. Still, this is what came out of it.
Did you accept the money?
I gave them my bank account info. The money got deposited in there. They started threatening me pretty soon after that.
Damn, dude. They just direct deposited it into your bank?
They had pictures of me carrying the goods. Said they'd expose what I did unless I paid them off.
Wait. If they're doing drugs, why are they depositing it straight into your bank? You think they do it like... I guess maybe they're trying to hide it as like a legitimate company, I guess, you know? Other than like paying it by cash.
You know? Why are you even asking me this stuff? Are you just gonna use my job to blackmail me too?
Yeah.
Now hand over the cash, you know? As if I need more. I've got shadows for that. Never, man. I would never blackmail you.
I see. Well, even if you were planning on doing that, I don't have any money I could give you. If you're really interested in that job, try heading over to Central Street. That's where they told me about it. I told you everything you want to know, right? Can I go? Well then.
Can I go? Well then. Well then, indeed. How'd it go? Did An's acting help out at all?
I'm thinking probably not. It went perfectly, I think.
More importantly, were you able to find anything, Ren?
It's drugs. It's trafficking. It's drug trafficking.
So they asked you to deliver drugs. That's serious. I just searched for Shibuya drugs and got tons of hits too. So they're making people traffic drugs, then threatening them. That must be what I heard people talking about in Shibuya. Why are they making them spend a lot of money though? You know, like, oh, you got all this job, but then you're spending crazy amount of money. Like, is that because they want you to spend the money? Which, you know, I was kind of thinking about like money laundering as well. You know, they're washing the money. I don't know. That must be what I heard people talking about in Shibuya. They seem to be going about this quite openly during the daytime. What bold methodology. I would have imagined they would do it at night. I wonder why they chose the day. Because they go for high schoolers. I see. Yes, more students will be out during the day while the police will be more cautious at night. Ryuji, you're over in Shibuya now, right? Did you see anyone like that there? Yeah, I'm at Central Street. It's tough to tell though. I mean, there are just way too many people. The goddamn rain's not helping out either. The sun will be setting soon. What should we do then? Well, let's stop for today, yeah? Yeah, we can team up and try searching again tomorrow. I bet Ryuji would get picked up by the cops if he was just out there alone anyway. Shut up! In any case, we have some new intel. Let us call that progress for today. Whoever asks us to take on that job should know who their boss is too. Alright, I'll get in touch with you guys later tonight and we can come up with a plan. I never... The cash register is gonna run dry at this rate. Poor fella. We have to find them tomorrow for sure. This is the only lead we have right now. Yes, it is highly likely that this part-time solicitor is somehow related to the Mafia. If we tell him, he may lead us straight back to his boss. We talked to Ida in Nishiyama. He talked to Ida in Nishiyama over at Central Street, right? Indeed, it seems that it's where our target waits. But then, who would be the one to go? Well, it's gotta be me. Yeah, that'd probably be the best. I'd stand out too much. I'll take that as a compliment. I have no objections. We'll leave this to you then. Tracking people and using that as blackmail. Tricking people and using that as blackmail. These bastards are true cowards. It's kinda scary to think people like that are all around us in the city. Well guys, we gotta brace ourselves. We're up against a serious criminal here. Yeah. Who could probably fucking shoot us, you know? Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe I might not have a... Oh god. Hello master, it's Becky. Can you request me? Please, nobody else will hire me. Please give me 5k. That's what she's saying right now. Okay, so... yeah, so Kawakami, EY, and then... Okay, I'm gonna head over to Kichijoji, and I think... Not Darts and Billets, where's the shopping district? It's a rather small place, I don't know why we have... Oh. Okay, well... this is not where I want to go. Over here, in this...
It's so humid.
Is he, Oh, there he is. Look at him. Man with sunglasses.
Psst, hey you, got a minute? I'm a Chapman, collecting rare goods for personal reasons.
A Chapman?
It's an old word for trader. You know what that is, don't you? A trader must constantly fulfill his client's needs, regardless of an item being sold out or worth a premium. But a lone man can only do so much. I've been racking my brain over how I'm gonna purchase this item. Then you came along, man, and I just knew I could talk to you. What do you say? Wanna help a fella collect goods?
What do I get?
I'll have rewards ready for you, my man. If you get me what I asked for, we'll trade. Sounds fair? Just bring the item when you can, and bring it to me anytime. Unfortunately, consumer demand is always in a constant state of flux. So sometimes an item you bring to me may no longer be needed. Sorry, man. That's just how it is.
I lost that voice halfway through. You know, he looks and talks funny, but depending on the item, this might not be a bad deal. Why don't you accept the job? It sounds easy enough. You just have to buy him stuff.
Then we have a deal. From now on, please call me Sakai.
I mean...
Of course, as phantom thieves, we have to be careful about procuring the item and appraising it, alright? I don't think this guy has any ill intentions, but he's still a bit suspicious. I don't want us to get in trouble. Yeah, I mean, he's just out here wearing his mask and sunglasses.
Oh, one thing I need you to remember. I don't want any trouble. Wouldn't want to burden the clients. That means no stealing. You gotta buy the item through legitimate channels, alright, my man? Now then, let's discuss our first deal. My request today is imported protein. If you can give me one, I can trade it for one decorative whip.
Okay, so, you know, I bought the imported protein because I saw that kid talking about the imported protein, and then I was just like, oh, I didn't get to give him the imported protein. But then this guy comes in, right? And he's like, I'm looking for imported protein. Yeah, let's trade. Very nice. Give me that decorative whip.
So this is whey protein made from pig's milk.
Pig's?
No additives, artificial coloring, or preservatives. Safe for even kids to drink.
So when he said that, I'm just like, oh, I guess the kid is getting his imported protein.
I knew you'd be able to deliver. I'll be counting on you again.
Thank you, Sakai. Goodbye. You think I have to wait a day until, because this is, it's also raining, so, like, I can't, actually. Okay, but I'll come back over here again with the kid and the fodder over here, the doting fodder, I think that's the name they got for him. Okay, so there's nothing else, I believe. One of these days, I'll be able to enter the jazz club, but not for now. It's a place for adults and all that, you know? Okay, so everything is done there. And then I think what I did last time was I just went back into LeBlanc and I either took a bath. I probably didn't take a bath. It was on the 16th when I took a bath. But I probably went home and studied or did more lockpicking stuff. But I think I'll leave the lockpicking stuff. No. Okay, wait, here's the thing. Kawakami's stuff is like, I think it's kind of fucking sick, you know? Yeah, slack off, and then housekeeping, that's the reason why I'm just like, oh, I want to get her, because like, we can just request Kawakami to do laundry for me? Or brew coffee? That's fucking sick! Hell yeah, she can finally do maid shit, you know? That's great! Oh, but then I have to get her to rank 3 though. But at the very least I can get her to rank this rank, you know? Okay, let me go check my personas. Do I have any temperance? I don't have any temperance. So I should probably go get a temperance, you know? I should probably do that. Even though I got temperance, I'm probably still not gonna do hers because I do want to take advantage of this rainy season. Oh my god, I forgot oh my god, I just wasted 200 yen when I could have just, when I was at Kichijoji. No! Wait, no. Yeah, it's Sunday night. I can get a fried food shop. Katsu Sando. Where's the Katsu Sando again? Is it Ginza Line Gate? I feel like it might be the Ginza Line Gate. Where the, there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna go buy this Katsu Sando.
Thank you for stopping in.
Give me this Katsu Sando and also this melon pan. Hell yeah! Alright. Now that I've gotten that, oh, God, should have gone to Kichijoji. I don't want to spend another 200 yen to go back to Kichijoji just to buy the fried food thing. But I think that should be it. Either I go to Cafe LeBlanc and I study, get 3 extra points on studying, because I already finished reading the other book, and then I still got a lot of, I think DVDs and books are like good for when you go into the palaces. So I'll save those for those moments. And then, but rainy season. Yeah, as much as it's rainy season, I wanna. No. I wanna use this. I wanna use this rainy season. So I'm gonna save.
Let's do it.
Ah, the 15th. Okay, so I'm gonna, you know what? Not study. I'm not gonna study. I'm going to make one last time for lockpicks. 2 weeks left. Yep. So I'm gonna make another set of lockpicks. 5 lockpicks. Hell yeah. So I'm gonna have 15 lockpicks.
Yeah.
And that should be good, so I don't have to do this anymore. I can do some other things for rainy season. Yay!
Yes.
Yeah.
So only sometimes during the rain I get like an additional lockpick or an additional item that I'm making. And then an additional point. So stuffy in this bag. Now for today's train news. Today's headlines are: shady drug deals in Shibuya. Is the same organization behind both this and the extortions? Alongside the phishing scams that have been on the rise, this may be their source of funding. And their drugs are funding the phishing scams. Restaurant's factory fire. A worker from the restaurant giant Haneruya was arrested for arson. Though he admits to the charges, he claims not to know why he did it. This industry is raising eyebrows. Oh yeah, something weird happened in food service before, right? Some employee cooking naked. Was he cooking naked? I thought he just took a selfie naked. All these extortions and scams. The world's really messed up.
I don't get it.
I saw Mishima arguing with the principal about the Mafia or something. What was that about? I hear her older sister's involved with the investigation. Maybe she's just trying to play detective too. Are you kidding me? I can't handle a cute student council president with no focus. Oh?
Okay, we're all here.
There sure are a lot of high schoolers during the day. They must be targeting them somehow.
Finding the specifics may be difficult. With such a crowd, the odds are against us.
Well, we have to do this.
Right. We're gonna grab him by the tail.
You should head over to Central Street, like we planned yesterday.
Sweet. Let's get going. Let me know if you find any shady people.
Alright, let's go. Just as we planned.
Yeah, you wanna know how to find shady people around here? Just find people wearing Hawaiian shirts with an overcoat on, you know? That's how you know.
Running into the Mafia. Be ready for anything.
Not even Hawaiian shirts, but like, you know, flowery type shirts. Shirts with like button-up shirts with a lot of patterns on it. That's how you know they're a mafia or a mob, you know? Oh, there's Makoto over there following me. Look, Makoto, if you want to be part of this investigation, you should have just asked us.
Hello.
Are you investigating here with your friends today? I hope something comes out of it. I'll be counting on you. Is she following us? Nah, that can't be. She's been following us. What are you talking about? Hello there, policeman. Once again, nothing to report. There are many people falling victim, yet no perpetrators. They appear and disappear as they please. Not only that, but they blend in with normal teenagers. No. The Mafia are a bunch of teenagers. Stop complaining. If we don't try getting information, people will say the police are useless. The media are already up on our case, and the higher-ups aren't doing a thing. This is bad for morale. GG, boys. Oh.
Hey, aren't you interested in all the hottest brand names? We're having a special sale just over there. How about you go take a peek?
A special sale just over there?
We ordered way too much, so I have a ton left over. My boss will kill me if I go back to him with all these extras. Look, I'll sell them to you for cheap. What do you say?
Definitely not suspicious at all.
What should we do? It depends on the price, wouldn't you say?
Hey, what about you? These are unforgettable deals.
I'm busy.
Well, that's disappointing. Come back if you change your mind.
Come on, the shop's right around here. How about you come take a look?
Dude, that is so suspicious. Hey, the shop's right over here. Extremely suspicious, dude.
Seems like some kind of sale. You probably shouldn't bother.
What if they're into suspicious activity, Morgana? I told you how to look up for suspicious people, right? Look at that man. Look at him. He's wearing a flower, well, not a flowery, but you know, like a bunch of pattern on his shirt, and he's wearing a little overcoat. It's not an overcoat, I don't think, but I feel it's a coat that you put. It's a coat, right? A business coat? I forgot what it's called. Anyways, you know,
that combo right there, and then the chain necklace on him, and also the sunglasses. Man, it's very suspicious. But I believe we should probably stop and why is he staring? What is he staring? He wants to go into the cafe, it looks like. But yeah, we're 2 days away, you know, the week kind of gone by a little fast, which kind of makes me think about how, like, I probably spent a lot of time just going around talking to people and then just going into a rambling of whatever I wanted to ramble about. and so, you know, didn't really expect myself to get through most of the week. I only, like, have 2 more days left, so, like, in the next part, you know, other than maybe the first 30 minutes, first hour or something, I'll probably be back into a new area again, so, yeah. Nothing too big in terms of me failing the recording and then having to go through this again. There are a couple things, actually not a couple things, but I did try to make myself forget a few of these things, but unfortunately the majority of the stuff I still remember. One of the things that I was wondering when I first, you know, go through this whole thing is that it was Makoto who placed the 2-week schedule on us, right? And it kind of made me wonder, like, does that mean she's not going to join the team during this palace? Because it'd be kind of funny if she ends up joining us and then what, like, the 2 week is up and she's just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna send it over anyways, even though she's already, like, in the palace and everything, you know? I was like, that'd be really weird, but then I see that she's still continuously involving herself into this, you know, like following us for this whole Shibuya stuff. So it kind of makes me wonder, eventually, maybe, when we find the palace, when we go in, you know, she's gonna be near us, and then that's gonna pull her in. Because Igor likes to just put apps into people he thinks has potential. So there's that whole spiel that she might get sucked into that. And then there's also Akechi, who perhaps may be a part of this as well, unless we're gonna have whole nother palace. Or again, this palace is for Akechi, and then Makoto is like for the next palace. Who knows? Who knows? Like, I'm still wondering whether we're gonna get both Makoto or Akechi this time around. But at the same time, Akechi kind of gave us his social link already, so kind of makes me wonder that we might not get him until later, simply because we already can level up his social link, kind of like with what's her name, Kasumi. So alright, that's kind of my assumption for Akechi. We might just get Makoto, but who knows, but like, if we do get Makoto, right, going back to like the whole 2-week notice, does that mean that, like, maybe the Mafia would be like, yo dog, we got some dirt on you, Makoto, you know, fucking pull the Uno reverse card on her. But then it also makes me wonder what is going to be Makoto's awakening, you know, because like this whole thing has just kind of been, I don't know. I do think that her awakening is just gonna be her being like, I'm tired of being a good girl. Who knows? It's definitely not because I've been seeing her fucking outfit in the profile, in the poster shot of on Steam, and like seeing her outline in the main menu of this game. Definitely not, you know, that biker uniform. Who knows? Who knows? We will just have to see. But until then, I hope this recording's good, because, you know, if I'm not having a good day or tonight or night or whatever, I hope I have a good tomorrow. And I hope the same goes for you. I'll see you in the next part.